Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're here for a weekly roundup where we talk about what happened that week and then we answer a question. We do a little 1 to 2 minute blurb at the end of every day to find out, thank you, to wrap up what we did that day. Today, it was beautiful. It's not beautiful now. This is very late in the day, and despite it being an absolutely gorgeous day, there's definitely some weather rolling in. It's not raining yet. Oh, maybe a little. It's starting to. That's okay. We're all going to get a little wet. It's supposed to rain through most of tomorrow. What did we do today? We moved Lucky. Let's go in and check on them. Lucky, our lone chick. We put him with 3 little ducklings who just hatched. And we moved them out here. We moved them out here. Hi, there's a ducky. Yeah, they're hiding under their heat plate as soon as I come in, but they're there. Yeah, there's a duck and there's Lucky. Duck and Lucky. Lucky duck and a duck. So they are here. They are doing well. We moved them out here because there's only so long they really should be in the house. Really, chickens are not house pets. I know some people keep them in the house. Chickens are not house pets. But it was a beautiful day that we spent mostly in the sun and moving the chick and ducklings. And other than that, we just kind of hung out because it was beautiful. And now it's not. You can feel the moisture coming. So it's probably going to rain tomorrow. As long as it doesn't snow. I don't want it to snow tomorrow. That would suck. Anyway, this is Saturday. Hopefully it's not horrific. And we will be able to enjoy tomorrow. But it's probably going to rain. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. Well, it's Sunday. There's a cat. And it was actually really gross out today. It was like, there goes Dogs. He's not allowed to have the ball, but she doesn't want it. And Whiskey's rolling in compost. That's fantastic. Great. But what did we do today? What did I do? I made sub buns so I can have a sub sandwich. I'm so looking forward to that. I love sub sandwiches. Ow! Bashing into me. We checked on all the rabbits. We kind of set up this hutch. The 2 girls who are pretty far along, ready to go into lockdown tomorrow, they are going to get put into that hutch so they can safely have their babies. Don't worry, mamas still get to come out and roam. Obviously, we free range our rabbits all the time. Tequila, why are you grouching at vodka? He's not going to hurt your quail. She's very possessive of her animals. She doesn't like other animals hurting her animals. So she's down here because he was close. She's like, are they okay? They're fine. Honey, they're fine. She gets very possessive. But basically we made buns. We made sub buns. So we made sub buns. We checked on everyone. Everyone's doing excellent. What else did I do today? Nothing. It's been like raining on and off all day. So I sat in the house and pouted. That's what I did today. I sat in the house and I pouted because the weather is bad. Anyway, hopefully, no, the weather's not going to be nicer tomorrow. I was going to say hopefully the weather is nicer on Monday. It won't be. It's supposed to be bloody cold tomorrow. So, might even snow. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll find out on Monday. Well, it's Monday. And it started off so cloudy and so gross. And then it wasn't. And you know what? As it became not cloudy and gross, you know what it did become? Cold. So freaking cold. So cold. Which is so much fun. That's Shadowfax having some water. He's such a good boy. He's the most loving little pony. What did we do today? Film some ducks. I like ducks. What else did we do today? Let me just think. My brain's not functioning in its entirety. It was election day, so we voted. And that's a lot of it. Candled some eggs, but literally that's a lot of it. And it's going to be so cold tonight. Like multiple degrees below freezing. It's going to be so cold. And I don't want the cold. But there's nothing I could do about it. So, we're going to have to live with the cold. The other thing we did is we separated 2 of Rowan's rabbits because they're due to have babies this weekend. So it's only day 28. They typically don't kindle till day 31 to 33. But we have Deli and we have Stump. So they're only confined in here till they have their babies. Then we run a pin around here every time we let them out, so they do get outside time. Because I really don't like having them in such small pens, but I don't want them having babies randomly in those pens. I want them contained. So that's what we did today. Hopefully it warms up tomorrow. Hopefully. I really hope. I'm getting sick of this winter-like weather. Well, it's Tuesday, and it's not bad now. It's a little bit windy, but it's at least above freezing. We woke up this morning to an incredible amount of frost. If it had been at all inclined to rain, it would have been snow. It was that cold on, what is the date today? The 29th of March. Okay? It's insane. I've had enough. That's a duck. So it was very, very cold. It's not so bad now. It has warmed up considerably. Not to the point where I'm happy, but at least it's warmed up. And everyone's doing okay. Today, we locked down some chicken eggs, so hopefully they'll hatch by the weekend. That would be great. And that's Sauron making noise. So hopefully they will hatch on the weekend. Well, here's Arwen. And we'll be able to keep tabs on them. I want the chicks. I want the chicks. I'm not always going to get the chicks. But I want the chicks. So, that's what I'm hoping for. Cross your fingers. Let's go inside now because the wind is picking up. Hopefully, Wednesday is nicer. That would be great. Well, it's Wednesday. Everyone's doing great on Wednesday. It's been a pretty decent day. It started out a little bit chilly maybe, but it's absolutely gorgeous now. It's getting kind of late. The sun is going down. But it's absolutely gorgeous out. We did have another little Shadowfax escaping because Tristan left the gate open. But it's okay. It's okay. He was just standing over here. He doesn't go anywhere. That's why we're not really that worried about him, because he's literally not going anywhere. Anyway, we did some pony grooming today. Pulled some hair out. Here he is in all his glory. Not very well groomed. Look at that. He laid down in the mud again. But he's still here in all his pony glory. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Look at all this. Look at this. Good boy. Good boy. We love that horse. As for the rabbits, they have not had their children yet. But today is day 30. And typically, rabbits kindle day 31 to 33. So it would actually be unusual if they had babies today. Especially Deli. She's like a day 32, 33er. She's not. Yeah. She's not a girl who kindles early. Here she is. She's black as pitch. So you really can't see her. You can see her eyeballs. And down here, we have Stump. Stump's easier to see. Deli is so dark. You can hardly see her. She's got a bunch of hay. And we let them come out and run around earlier because we don't want to leave them in there the whole time. I don't really love locking rabbits up. So they were running around here on the grass for a while. Anyway, it's a beautiful day, but it's supposed to get colder. So it's not going to be great tomorrow or Friday, I think. Hopefully that's not true. It'd be great if it was not true. But what can you do? We'll have to see what it's like on Thursday. Well, it's Thursday. The good thing about Thursday, under this blanket, we have baby bunnies. So, Deli had her children. We're glad, but it's going to be really cold tonight. So we took this blanket that has to be washed anyway and threw it over the hutch. Hopefully, they'll be okay. That's the plan. We have a thermometer in the nest box, and we are going to check on the babies in a couple of hours when it's getting colder, see what the temperature is doing in there, how far it's dropping. If we have to, we will pull the babies and put them back in the morning. But for right now, we are going to put them in there and hope for the best. Everything else was pretty normal. It was pizza night, but my mom came over and actually bought takeout pizza, which was very nice. She wanted to feed us instead of us always feeding her. So we got ducks, a cat, duck stuff. So everything is going pretty well. It's just cold. And we're sick of the cold. And we're sick of the chance of snow. Tired of snow. I'm just tired of it. It better not snow tonight. If it snows tonight, moving to the Bahamas. Except not really. I like where we live. I'm just tired of snow. Super tired of snow. There's Mama Cat. She's just been hanging out. The babies are fine. We're going to close the door because it's going to be cold. But other than that, everyone's good. Hopefully, the night isn't too harsh because it's going to be cold. And I'm sick of cold. Hopefully, Friday's a little warmer. It's Friday and everyone's loud. What did we do today? Well, Tequila there went to the vet. The vet does think she's pregnant. So we are going to be waiting a month to possibly greet some puppies. And frankly, we don't care whether she has 1 or 10. Though if she only has 1, it's not going anywhere. But it is Friday. It's definitely time to talk about the question I got asked. So the question I was asked this week is, if I have very little money and very little time, what is the best hobby farm animal to invest in? Quail. Okay, so we have a handful of quail in this coop. They just started laying today, by the way. Coturnix quail. Coturnix quail. That's a girl. Very beautiful bird. We love her. But we'll walk around and check and see how everyone's doing while we talk about Coturnix quail. Why do I recommend them? First of all, they're cheap. Okay? You can get hatching eggs, chicks, even adults for a fraction of the cost of chickens. Okay? Second of all, they're dual purpose, just like chickens. You can process them for meat. She doesn't have babies yet. She does. You can process them for meat. Okay? But you can also eat their eggs. In fact, I have a quail egg in my pocket. Look at that cute little egg. They lay basically an egg a day. Each female lays about an egg a day. So you get an egg a day. 3 or 4 eggs, depending on the size, equals 1 chicken egg. Bonnie's digging a hole. No, you're not. He's like, I didn't dig a hole. You did. I saw you. That's a hole and you did it. So I really recommend quail for that. They're also easy to contain. Unlike chickens, they're tiny. So some of our chickens are in these breeding pens for a couple of months, but then they go back to free ranging. Quail can live in these kind of things all year round, 24 hours a day. They don't have to come out. In fact, you shouldn't free range them. They don't free range well, they don't come back. But they're quick, cheap, easy. They're cheap to feed. Like, you get a bag of turkey starter for the higher protein, because quail are game birds, higher protein, and you don't have to crush it because it's already small. You get a bag of turkey starter, and if you have a dozen quail, it'll last you a couple of months. Okay? They're cheap to feed. They handle winter well. They're very hardy. We get 40 below and know that little coop's not insulated. Never lost a bird to the cold. They just need to be out of the wind. So they're easy to house. That's Donald. They're easy to house, cheap to buy, cheap to feed. They lay eggs. As long as you put a light in their coop in the winter, they'll even lay in the winter. And do they live as long as chickens? No. 2 to 3 years is the most you'll get out of a quail. But they're tiny. They are ready for processing at like 6 weeks old. They'll lay eggs by 6 weeks old. So if you are limited on money, limited on time, yeah, Tequila is eating gross stuff. Tequila. This yuck. Oh, you're so gross. Dogs are gross. Don't get dogs. Dogs are gross. I love this dog. But quail are easy, cheap. Their coop is easy to clean. It's even easier than chickens. They poop a lot, but you can use that poop for your garden. Okay, it composts really well. So you're good. Right, Tequila? Right, Tequila? Just right. Quail are good. And if your quail accidentally escape, you can use your dog to help find them in the woods. Or at least we can. It's because Tequila's very, very good at her job. So, yes, they are fantastic birds to have. So if you have limited time, limited money, but you want to get something to experiment with homesteading and hobby farming, and you're not sure what to get coturnix quail. Coturnix specifically, they grow fast, they're easy to incubate, they hatch in a matter of less than 3 weeks. It's like 19 days, and they hatch. So, yeah. Hi, guys. They are definitely worth it. That's a chicken. It's lonesome. Lou. So, yeah, that would be my recommendation. Get yourself quail. And if you get a variety like this, like Egyptians or something, if they have a spotted, thank you. You are wonderful. But if they have a spotted chest, they're a girl. If they have a rusty chest, they're a boy. If you get a feather sexable variety, you can tell the difference between a boy and a girl really young. So they're also cute. Like, they are cute. That's Tequila. They are so cute. So they're so nice to have. They make really cool sounds. They're definitely something I recommend starting with because they're easy. And if you do have to rehome them, there's probably someone in your community who wants them. So that's my answer to that. If you want something cheap and easy to get started with, you're going to want to think about starting with coturnix quail. They're not for everyone, but they're a good place to start to figure out if you like looking after poultry. And if you do, then you can upgrade to chickens later. Or have both. We have both. We have quail, chickens, turkeys, and ducks. Hi. Being stalked. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. That is, of course, just my opinion. You need to do what works for you and your farm. But that's about it for us here tonight at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.